We are back with the OP Super Speedway Grand National Series tonight, race 5 here at the Legacy Daytona. This race sponsored by Crosby Motorsports, presented by Butt Kicker, and of course brought to you by MaxspeedTV. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, on the call for you all every Wednesday night as they Calamity Jane it there on the track here during practice. Well, thank God this is just practice, and we got cars going all over the place. But glad to have everybody out there. Looks like we've got about 3 watching, 3 likes right now. Oh, I forgot to totally turn on the sound for iRacing. There we go, folks. But as you see, there's a poll up there in chat here tonight. 4 different races, or 4 races down. We are on our 5th one. We've had 4 different winners. Oh, will we see a 5th different one tonight? That is the poll, and of course that poll will end at the halfway mark at the stage here tonight at lap 35 as always. But we're going to go ahead and get down here and kick it off as usual with the pre-race analytics here tonight. We got a little bit of a wind, not too bad, of about 2 miles an hour, an air temp of 65, a track temp of 92. 70 laps, 175 miles, unlimited tires. However, fuel, 45%, 15 to 18 laps, plus or minus a few laps. They will be able to save in the draft some, so, you know, they may be able to push it to about 20 as we see the 55 taken out every single one of the pit road stands there, the 55 of Mr. Dean Wilkinson. We're getting back here to the pre-race analytics here. Now, pit road, I talk about it each and every week, each and every night. It's not going to change. Make it or break it for a driver. Pit road speed only 60 miles an hour. You must come down at 60 or at least get it locked down. You do not want to go around the cone and come down pit road. That'll be an unsafe pit entrance, and that can either make it or break it for a driver, especially the ones that are still trying to fight in with a win. Of course, our pace speed here tonight at the Legacy Daytona is 80 miles an hour. We're going to go ahead and take a look here at the point standings coming into tonight. Of course, several drivers have already locked themselves in per the 9 races they have to run in the season. We'll get to that here in just a second. But Sebastian Marin is up at the top spot at 190. Jeffrey Crosby Jr., and I believe he is actually our sponsor, if I'm not mistaken. He is up 2 spots in the second at 146. He is 44 back behind Sebastian. Gabe Butler and Randall Cobb coming into tonight tied. Gabe up 4 spots, Randall down 1. Each of these at 145 points, 45 behind the leader, but they are only 1 behind Jeffrey. We get down here to Peter DeBora. He is one of the drivers that has locked himself in. Sebastian as well. Peter down 3 in 5th, 144, 46 behind the leader, 1 behind Cobb and Butler. Joshua Milam up 3 spots into 6th, 143 points, 47 behind the leader, 1 behind Deborah. Mark Mann up a spot into 7th at 140, 53 behind the leader, and 3 behind Milam. Andy Berganti down 2 spots into 8th at 137, 53 behind the leader, and 3 behind Mann. Sean Stevens down 5 in 9th. At 134, 56 behind the leader, and 3 behind Bergante. Now, Jimmy Reynolds is going to stay where he's at in 10th at 133, 57 points, 1 point behind Stevens. J.D. Crow's going to move up 5 positions inside of the top 16 and inside of the top 12 in 11th. At 126, 64 behind the leader, and 7 behind Reynolds. Erica Laurie is also up 3 spots into 12th at 121, 69 behind the leader, and 5 behind J.D. Crow. Then we have another tie, and this one is actually between, I believe, some teammates here, David Booth and Brian Ludlow. David up 1, Brian down 2, both of them at 118, tied for 13th, 72 behind the leader, and 3 behind Laurie. Of course, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, definitely that bubble picture here as we get still continuing with the regular season. Now, Zachary Workman is up 7 spots. We'll get more on, of course, our winners here, but Zachary's one of them. He is in 15th at 116, 74 points behind the leader, and 2 behind Ludlow and Booth. Now, Jared Forbes is right at that line. He is in 16th, down 4 positions, 114 points, 76 behind the leader, and 2 behind Workman. Now, in the hunt on the outside looking in, no pun intended, is Dave Hunt there. He's in 17th. He's going to stay where he's at, just outside of that cutoff line. at 102 points, 88 behind the leader and 12 behind Jared. James Mayer up a spot into 18th at an even 100. He has 90 behind the leader and 2 behind Hunt. Robert Bob Lacavara is up a spot into 19th with 99 points. He is 91 behind the leader and 1 behind James. And Zach Fritsch is going to be down 7 spots from last week in 20th. He is at 92 points, 98 behind the leader, and 7 behind Bob. Still a whole lot of racing left to go here, folks. Now, before we get to the national anthem, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that playoff picture here real quickly for everybody to look at. Now, of course, there you see our winners that have locked themselves in per the 9 starts required. Marin, Butler, Deborah, Anna Workman. Crosby is right there, plus 44. Forbes, like I said, is right there at the cutoff line. And, of course, if you win, you're in. But you do have to race the 9 races required of the 12 in the regular season. So there is your playoff picture. We'll get to the stage wins here in just a second. But first, we're going to step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight, folks. Qualifying will be underway here at Daytona when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bomb busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the praise, and the home of the brave.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back. Qualifying is underway here tonight. They only get one lap here, and due to that, they won't be able to really run a line of, or a per line here like they would if there was 2 laps. So they will have to get whatever they can get in their first lap. We are on David Booth here, who just took his first lap officially. We're still waiting on the time to come in. He'll have to go around one more time, of course. But I do see Michelle Anderson out there rooting on BK Anderson. And where is BK at right now? There he is. I see him. He is back here, the 903. We've got Andy Berganti out here, Gabe Butler, Sebastian Marin, J.D. Crow, Mr. Dave Booth, who was just on, Richard Kuhn, Josh Milam, Eric Laurie, Joe Delaventia, Dean Wilkinson, Zachary Workman, Jimmy Reynolds, David Overstreet, Shane Posey, Cody Neagles, BK. It looks like Steven is just coming off. Here comes our times here now officially, and right now it looks like the 77 of David Booth up at the top spot here. Zachary Workman in second. Well, Gabe Butler is going to take that top spot here. We're going to wait on more times to come through, but glad to have everybody out there in a YouTube here tonight. Sure do appreciate it. Now, while they are qualifying, we're going to go ahead and look at our winners so far here. And, of course, I've already really went over that. But here's our winners so far. Sebastian Marin, Peter DeBora, Gabe Butler, and Zachary Workman. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one and bring up our stage winners here tonight so far. Let me move that. Oops. That right up above here. There we go. Neagles, Crow, English, and Butler have won the stage here so far in the 4 races. We'll see if somebody else can win a stage here tonight. Sebastian Marin up at the top spot as we got more times rolling in. Ken McCullough out on track. Les Levy out on track as well. Eagles going to go into 8th. John Stevens on his first lap. Ernie Williams Jr. and Dave Hunt is also out here. Looks like Dave Hunt is going to be putting in a 57.41. That is going to be putting him in that 12th position here with coming down to about 6 minutes left to go. So we've got a lot of drivers out here qualifying. I don't know who else we got in chat here tonight. We currently got 11 watching and 7 likes already 3 away from 10, and the race hasn't even begun here. So glad to, like I said, thank you all for the support out there. Do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to MaxspeedTV. We do appreciate it. Hit that notification bell. Notify you when, of course, MaxspeedTV, any of us over here broadcasters, goes live. Like Sean Stevens went into 4th. BK, they're in 7th. Oh, BK just got back knocked down to 8th by Les Levy. And McCullough going into 11th here. Mark Mann out here on track. Anthony English is majorly blinking. I can't really stay on him. Bob Lacavara in that 11 out here. Going to be pulling out. Qualifying here tonight. Jeff Crosby Sr. Let's go 33. I am assuming that would be Jeffrey Crosby. I just going off the name, that's what I would assume. That would be your son. We're glad to have you out there, Jeff Crosby Sr. Dad, go ahead and just say that. So Robert Bob Lacavara officially on his first lap here, and Sebastian Marin still up at the top spot. We're going to give it a little bit more time before we bring down our potential pole sitter. We still don't know who it is officially. We do know Sebastian is up front, though. Right now, we're just hanging out here with the 33. Down to about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Crosby crossing the stripe there. Like that is his official start of his lap. And Robert Bob Lacavara going to go into 16th with his first lap. Oh, now let's get back on Crosby here. See where Crosby goes when he crosses the line. Not seeing anybody else out on track right at the present time. But Crosby with a 50.666. That is going to put him in second. What a lap by Crosby. Wow. 11 1,000ths of a second. All right, 2.5 minutes. We've got Forbes out here now and Peter DeBora. We'll give it here just a few more minutes before we do get our pole sitter down. We still don't know technically who it is going to be. Ron Wang is sitting at the exit of pit road here, as well as Shane Posey. Oh, the start of Jared Forbes' first lap. And coming around the tri-oval will be the number 40 of Peter DeBora, officially on his first lap. Kind of listening to the sounds here, folks. Really not much going on right now, except for a couple of cars out here and in their one lap of qualifying. I think it's going to be pretty difficult to beat that 50.655, though, put down by Sebastian Marin. But we'll see. See if Jared or Peter can do it. Jared Forbes will be coming across the stripe here, and his time will be a 50.881. That is going to put him back in 22nd. Peter DeBora with a 57.13, excuse me. That's going to put him in 12th. So it looks like Sebastian Marin in the 23 is going to hold on to the pole here tonight. Let's go ahead and get him up here real quick and have a chit-chat with him. Sebastian, got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
Well, it looks like we're going to grab the pole out here tonight at the Legacy Daytona for round number 5. Man, this bumpy track and these cars. Oh, golly. What are you, what are you expecting here tonight?
Kind of expecting a little bit of everything. I could expect a little bit of carnage, but I could also see maybe a long green flag run because people are taking it easy because, of course, of how treacherous this track is. So I don't know. We'll see how the race plays out.
Well, definitely you can't make it to the stage, so how do you get your mindset of knowing when to pit?
Well, I think me and my team might just start from the pit and just kind of separate ourselves from the pack. You know, since we know there's a guaranteed yellow at lap 35, we kind of want to avoid if there's any early big wrecks. So I think we're just going to sit at the back, run it out as much as we can in terms of fuel, and just make it to the end, hopefully with our car still in one piece.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, good luck down there, Sebastian. You guys are gridding, so good luck, bud.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to bring us down here to our starting grid here tonight. The number 23 starting on pole here tonight, Sebastian Marin. Starting in second, the number 33 of Jeffrey Crosby. Starting in third, the 88 of Gabe Butler. In fourth, the 77 of David Booth. Starting in fifth, the 27 of Sean Stevens. In sixth, the number 12 of Zach Fritsch. Starting seventh, the 052 Joe Delaventia. Starting in eighth, the 62 of Les Levy. Starting in ninth, just inside of the top 10, the 903 of B.K. Anderson. Starting in seventh, in 10th, Josh Milam. In 11th, the number 6, Cody Neagles. In 12th, the number 40 of Peter DeBora. In 13th, the 03 of Ken McCullough. In 14th, the 04 of Mark Mann. Starting in 15th, the number 55 of Dean Wilkinson. In 16th, the 071 of Eric Laurie. In 17th, in number 47, Richard Kuhn. Starting in 18th, the number 11, Robert Bob Lacavara. Starting in 19th, the number 53, Dave Hunt. In 20th, the number 91 of Ernie Williams Sr. Or was that Junior? My bad. Junior, my bad. Got the name mixed up. In 21st, the number 19 of Zachary Workman. In 22nd, the number 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. 23rd, the 73 of Jared Forbes. In 24th, the 46 of David Overstreet. 25th, the number 5, J.D. Crow. Starting in 26th, the number 13 of Andy Bergante. Out of the non-qualifiers, starting in 27th, the number 10 of Frank Peacock. Starting in 28th, the 05 of Brian Owain. Starting in 29th, the 44 of Anthony English. Starting in 30th, the 83 of Shane Posey. Having some issues. Starting in 31st, the 150 of Brian Ludlow. 32nd, the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. And that is going to do it for qualifying here tonight. Eric Clark. And it looks like Sebastian Marin did start on pit road, as he said. That is going to give the lead up to, I believe, that number 33 on the outside of Jeffrey Crosby, if I am not mistaken. That's going to put the 27 of Sean Stevens. Here we go, folks. Green flag is out. Buckety, buckety, buckety. We're racing here tonight. Daytona. Alright, as ATVO does decide to kick back in here this evening. Sorry about that. It looks like the electric flashed or something, and I lost everything. But we've still got everybody out there tuning in here this evening. Leading, we are on the first lap here tonight. Who is going to lead it? That is going to be the biggest thing. Well, not the biggest, but one of the biggest. The 33 of Jeffrey Crosby on the outside here. Sean Stevens, but it looks like it's going to be Crosby leading the first lap here this evening at the Legacy Daytona for the OP Super Speedway Grand National Series, race 5 here, sponsored by Crosby Motorsports. Let's check out the field here, folks. Where's everybody running at now after one lap? Well, a lot of drivers moved up because several drivers started on pit road. As we see Jared Forbes here, started in 23rd. He is in that 10th spot. Bob Lacavara started in 18th. He is in 12th. There is the 19 of Zachary Workman. He started 21st. He is in 13th. Several drivers, like I said, started in the back. And we'll go back here to those drivers starting on pit road. That would be Sebastian Marin, Gabe Butler. When they start on pit road, their names does not show up. So what we're going to do is they're racing it up here, folks. We're going to go ahead and reset the ATVO here. That way their names will show up in the driver bar. We haven't had any cautions yet, thank God. So that does help the situation. So give me just a second as this comes back up. I guess ATVO, when they start on pit road, doesn't register them as drivers, even though they are in the session. I honestly don't know how that works. Let's go ahead and get everything pulled back up here for everybody. Oh, are their names showing up now? That is going to be the biggest. Yes, they are now. All right, so we got everybody's names now. That's good. But starting with Sebastian, they all started on pit road. Eric Laurie cutting some grass here already. Whoa! Looks like we've got some action back here too. That is the 03 of Ken McCullen. He is gone. Whoa! Well, let's see if we can get a MaxspeedTV replay of this at a half speed here and kind of figure out what happened to the 03 of Ken McCullen. Somebody was cutting grass there too. That was Lori. We'll check it out here, folks, and kind of see what happened to the 03. Was it just the product of the track? Oh, he got below that double yellow, and that yellow, and that's what upset that car. And yeah, I believe he just took it behind the wall. He's like, nope, I'm done. All right, so now let's go ahead and get back up here to the front here. I'm just writing in on my stuff here, folks. Give me a minute. All right, I think I got everything. Oh, we got Mara out there. We've got Crosby Sr. Anderson's out in chat. We've got 9 votes in that poll going on here. Well, we've hit 10 likes already, so thank you everybody for that. Do appreciate it. Kind of just going down through the field here. A lot of side-by-side going on until you get back here more toward the middle to the back of the field. There is side-by-side. However, it's a lot more single file than anything. Oh, it looks like Kenneth might have dropped connection. We'll see here if he can get back out here on the racetrack. Eric Laurie, unfortunately, is 1 lap down already. We've still got the stage, but still a ways off from that. Now Crosby has led 4 laps. David Booth has led a 1. That's 5. So where'd that other one go? Crosby has led 5. David has led 1. Okay, that's it. All right, that's right. And these guys, and these are the Xfinity cars for everyone that does not know. They're racing the trucks in the Xfinity cars for the Grand National Series here on Wednesday night. So they'll race 3 races in like the trucks, and then the next 3 they'll go to the Xfinity cars. Then the next 3 they'll go to the trucks, and the next 3 they'll go to the Xfinity cars. That's kind of the way they do it over here, which makes it a little more interesting, to be honest. Man, lap 8 already. They are screaming around this track here, folks. Shane Posey from 30th to 17th in line here with the number 10 of Frank Peacock. Chemo! My crayon marker buddy. What color are you eating tonight? I haven't seen you in a while, Mr. Chemo Conklin. Glad to see you out there in chat, buddy. Lap number 8 here, folks. Just kind of watching. Really not, don't worry, don't get me wrong. I am keeping an eye on the leaders here. They are going to be coming up on a lap car here, though. Don't know. That is Eric Laurie. Eric's looking to go 2 laps down here as our leaders are coming screaming down to the inside. It'll be into 3. Well, just shy of turn 3 and now into 3 as they are still trying to get around the 071. That is going to put them at a quick 3 wide. Now we are back to that 2 wide up here up front. 77, David Boo. Sean Steve. Wait, switching on me, drivers. Sean Stevens started 5th. He's fighting here in 3rd. Coming from 10th to 5th, the 7 of Josh Milam and BK Anderson. He started 9th. He is running here in that 6th position. It looks like Ken McCullough did come back in. He is going to be back in the race here tonight. Now for everybody just tuning in as well, missed the pre-race analytics here. Well, here you go. Here is what they are. 45% fuel, man. It makes that car really, really light. I think it's like 8 gallons or something like that. It's not much. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Somebody, see Dave Hunt here, coming down pit road. Not sure this is by design or not, but he is down pit road. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Now that's going to put him, if they can go 15 to 18 laps, possibly 20. Well, I think this is still going to put him a little short. Well, no, he might be able to make it. Ugh, man, that's going to be close for sure. But he came down by himself, and he is still on pit road here. So something happened. And they are getting awfully squirrely up here. And that 27 of Sean Stevens riding that yellow line. Oof, you don't want to get too far down there, that's for sure. All right, single file pretty much now throughout the field here, folks. Still got some side-by-side going on up front. That is the 73 of Jared Forbes, the 071. I don't have a 071. Yeah, there we go. That is Eric Laurie. Okay, so Eric's up here, 2 laps down. There is the 11 of Robert Lacavara on the outside. They are still trying to work that outside line, knowing that, well, pit stops are going to be coming up here pretty quickly. And, that, man, they got a run there on that outside line led by the 73 of Jared Forbes. Let's see if they can keep it going here out of turn number 2. And they are getting such a good run, but I think, man, I don't know. Are they going to be, is that 73 of Jared going to be able to get around fully of that 7? It does not look like it. That 7 of Josh Milam leading that inside line pack with the 12 of Zach Fritsch right behind him as we come screaming out of 4 and back down through the tri-oval. Here in the 12 of Zach goes around. Are we going to have a caution here, folks? Yes, we are, and we caught that live. Whoa! And it looks like several drivers also might have gotten caught up in this. We'll go ahead and take a look at it here on the MaxspeedTV replay. Coming up on pit stops, and this happened. Did he get loose or did he get that bumper? Oh, he got the dreadful bumper hook, it looks like, by that 77. Well, let's get a chase view here and let's turn it. Let's watch it. Now the 12 does go a little high right there, and then he tries to come back down, and bloop, there he goes. The 77, that right front of the 77. To the left rear of that number 12, and helicopter he goes, but he does stay on all 4s. That is a good thing. Now, I did see something with Peter DeBora here. His speed dropped, so it just looks like maybe he was just trying to dodge everything. So, well, who got the rough end of the stick on that one? And number 12. It looks like they may probably all now come down pit road. We are within that window here, folks. All dreadful bumper hook. Man. I need another emblem made so when somebody gets bumper hooked, all I gotta do is play it and it'll go bumper hook. 14 of you out there watching, tuning in here tonight. 12 likes, and man, we ain't even halfway. Love it. Love every bit of it. All right, what's Josh going to do? Is he going to bring them all down pit road? I would presume he would. That is going to put them all at about 10, 20. Let's see here. We'll have to wait here. Well, Josh is coming down, but Mr. Forbes, well, several drivers deciding to stay out. Might not be a bad call. Jared is going to officially lead this lap. Looks like David Booth is coming down. Well, let's see here if maybe we can talk to Mr. Is Crosby available? I try to get the sponsor up here if I can, but I believe he is on pit road. Everybody keeps switching on me here. There he is right there coming off in the 33. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a word in here with him. Well, we'll wait for him to come out back on track. It's kind of treacherous getting around this track. You got to go all the way back around to the back stretch. So let's go ahead and get Jeffrey Crosby up here. Well, Jeffrey, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you started second. You know, we had that little incident there, the old dreadful bumper hook. You know, at this track, it happens. We still got a little bit to go before the stage. You got your dad out there watching you, so awesome job on that. And, man, awesome job just trying to keep it clean out there early on. How's it feel running a good 14, 15 laps here tonight under green?
Feels good. I feel like I run pretty well here. I don't know why. I just really love the bumps. You just got to be really patient here and kind of just watch what you're doing. Outside line's key. So I know we were trying to stay on the inside there, just prepare for the first little green flag pit stop. But and I was kind of unfortunate that Fritch got caught up in that. But we should see what happens here. I'm going to stay out here and hopefully get a top 10 here in the stage.
Yeah, well, I seen it that it was sponsored by Crosby Motorsports. I'm assuming that's you.
That would be me, yeah.
That would be you. Well, I don't know if OP's already thanked you, but I'm going to thank you anyways for being the sponsor for tonight's race here tonight, man. Looks like pace car lights are off, so you guys are getting double file. I don't want to keep you any longer than I have to, but good luck, Jeffrey.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Fun to watch.
Uh-huh. All right, well, let's go ahead and get him back down to his team. It looks like he's going to be restarting 5th here. Back up to the front here with Jared Forbes, Robert Bob Lacavard, who was outside. Now, who did do not pit? That would be Jared and Robert. Kind of getting a little tongue-tied there, everybody. Who did do not pit? Good, solid first 15 laps here. Green flag, and man, that dreadful bumper hook there. Ugh. I hate to say it. Where did, let's see where Fritch did come back out. Looks like he is trying to catch up here. Looks like he does catch up to about 12th. Is going to be behind the 83 of Shane Posey. So let's get back up front as the pace car does and will here dive off to the safety of pit road. It'll be a quick green as Jared will be in control here. Here we go. Pace car is off and away. And there's the green. We are back and away here tonight at Daytona. Now we've just got to make it to the stage. I just don't know if they can make it from here. That is the problem. Let's see here. We'll go with about 15 minus 35. About 20 laps. Ooh, it's going to be close. Doing a little bit of mathing with Medlock, as we always do on a broadcast. Of course, they do get stage points as well. And, well, I don't know where my notebook went. Well, I'll have to find it. All right, but we'll continue to watch it. What do we got going on back here? A whole lot of nothing. Single file. That's what we got. Well, watch the 91. That is Ernie Williams Jr. He is on the outside back here by himself. He has no help, but if he can get some side draft off of the 44 and the 25, he might be able to get around them two, but it looks like with them two there on the inside, it's going to be a little difficult. 91 got way up close to that wall. Here comes the 150 of Brian Ludlow. Nathan Grounds rooting on the 33 of Jeffrey Crosby as well. Whoa, that 11. Hang on to it, Bob. Oh, somebody pulling off the apron. That is going to be Jared Forbes. Come on. They keep, yeah, all right. Jared Forbes and Peter DeBora down pit road. Okay, so that's going to change a couple of things up here. 77 of David Booth now up in the front. Richard Kuhn in the 47. Boy, I like that paint. That's a pretty paint. He has got the 19 of Zachary Workman. Workman his way up, back up to 16th. Somebody blinking. Richard. Oh, that 47 of Richard is blinking really bad out there. 44 of Anthony English. Right here. And it looks like we've got some drivers back here pulling off. Yes, we do. Cody Neagles. J.D. Crow. Sebastian Marin. Gabe Butler. Joe Delaventia, Dean Wilkinson, Peter DeBora is back out on track here. These all have come down a pit road here for their final time before the stage at lap 35. I just don't know if these other drivers are going to be able to make it. So 35 minus 5. 17. We'll go with 17. It's going to put them at about 18 to 20 laps here. It's going to be close. I do believe that was close. Andy Brigante now up front. And they are getting awfully dicey back here at around Frank. At the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. There's Josh Milam, Sean Stevens in the mix here, Richard Kuhn, who is blinking majorly again, Jimmy Reynolds in the 17, started 22nd. There's Anthony again, Brian Wayne in the 05, Brian Ludlow, spelled different, but it's a battle of the Brians. What happened to Bob here? He is only going at about 25 miles an hour. Did he pop an engine here, folks? Not sure what happened. Well, let's check it out here. On the outside, something's going on. What happened to Robert? I'm on a MaxspeedTV replay here, folks. Sorry about that. Got to see what happened to Bob. Okay, he's on the outside. Okay, it looks like he just goes backward. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened, but he did lose some speed. Okay, well, that's a little odd. I didn't see no smoke or anything, so if anybody, is watching the actual stream, you know, the actual race and iRacing, you've seen something that I didn't, definitely let me know. But we are on lap 24 here. We will be taking lap 25 next time by. That'll put us at 10 to go for the stage. All right, David Overstreet started way back in 24th. He has found his way just inside of the top 10 here in 9th. Josh Milam trying to get that 10th spot back. Right now fighting for 11th. Ernie Williams Jr. started in 20th. He is back up, or he is up in 11th right now. Still got a ways to go before the stage here, folks. Anything definitely can happen. Let's hope it don't. Everybody else back here pretty much single file. Not a whole lot going on. We go back here to J.D. Crow, Sebastian Marin, Joe Delaventia. There's Cody Niegels, and Jared Forbes is way back here with the number 40 of Peter DeBoer. They're working together. Let's get back up to the front where the side-by-side is, just in case anything major happens out on the track. Already seen some weird stuff. Who's in the 10? That's Frank. Okay. Row 3, that is Ken McCullough, who is 5 laps down, running up in his front pack. As well as there is the 91. That is Ernie Williams Jr. He's on the lead lap. He is behind the 03 on the outside. Still got that freight train of cars, though, on the inside. David Booth up front. He's led 11 laps of the 26 ran. Zach Fritsch has led 1 lap. Shane Posey still looking to lead a lap here tonight, folks. Not going to be able to do it that time. Andy Berganti has led a lap. Several drivers still looking to lead a lap, but they want to finish the stage the best finish that they can. They also want to win the stage as well. As we get ready to get down to the nitty-gritty of the stage, go ahead one more time and bring up the stage winners so far. Eagles, Crow, English, Butler. Taking lap number 28 that time by, still side by side all the way back to the 91 and the 7, but there is, hey, that's Sean, but there's Richard Kuhn here as well with Zachary Workman. This is where the side by side really stops. Oh, 48-33, we've got contact and we've got a wrecking. Buddy. Well, let's go back and take a look here. I believe that was the 48 and the 33 that made contact there. Don't know who all was involved in this whole thing. Okay, there is the 48. Does come down in front of the 33 right here, making a move. And right here, oh man, do I dare say it again? Yep, there it is. Looks like the 48 does come back up as well. 33 right there. Yep, the all dreadful bumper hook. This time the left front to the right rear. Opposite ends, and it was on from there. The 10. Let's get on the 10 of Frank. And right there we see the 03 getting involved. Nowhere to go. The 91, nowhere to go. The 903, the 7. A little bit of calamity back here as just nobody just had anywhere to go. All right, well, that is not going to do it for the stage here. This is going to set up a stage finish for sure. So, David Booth comes down. That gives the lead up to Shane Posey, who's been out here 15 laps. Oh, man, I don't know. I do not know if they're going to be able to make it. They may be able to save. But, let's see here. All right, well, Fritz is still out here. I think I've talked to him yet, but I do want to get somebody else here. How about we get somebody we hardly ever talk to, or we haven't really talked to much. How about David Overstreet? How about we get him up here? Mr. Overstreet, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, David, man, you started 24th. You find yourself in 6th at a pretty good spot here coming down to the stage, bud. Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I was actually not planning on being here. I was planning on pitting, but this caution kind of just worked in our favor here.
Well, you know, we still got a couple of laps here. We're within that window now. If the caution comes out, that's going to do it for the stage. So, but David, man, how hard is it out there here tonight?
Seems very, very bumpy, like more than usual. It's bumpy all the time here, but it's more than usual bumpy tonight, especially on the bottom.
I wonder maybe if that's the setup causing that. I don't know. You know, I'm not the one out there racing, David, so I have no idea. All I got to say is, bud, good luck in that number 46, man, coming down to the wire here for the stage.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, bud.
Hopefully you get the win and get some free wings.
Hey, yeah. All right, well. All right, here we go. Pace car lights are off. So, the way they do it here on Wednesday nights, if a caution comes out now within 5 laps of the stage, it came out at 28, so therefore it does not count. Now, if another caution comes out after the green drops, that will do it for the stage. They'll just race it up to the end of the race. So, Shane Posey, Zach Fritch, up in row 1 here with the pace car lights are off, and it will dive off to the safety of pit road out of 4. Row 2, Jeffrey Crosby, Andy Berganti. Row 3, David Overstreet, Les Levy. Row 4, Richard Kuhn, Sean Stevens. And rounding out row 5 in the top 10, Mark Mann and J.D. Crow. So, while they're doing that, go ahead and get this ready. Well, it looks like Zach or Shane up front. I think it's Shane. Oh, wow, 15 watching and 13 likes. Awesome job. Love it. Pace car's off. Here we go, folks. Green is out, and this is it. Whatever happens now between here and lap 35, well, that is what happens. Hopefully we make it to the end of the stage here, folks. That is what we want. We want to see them make it to the stage. As the 83 and the outside line get a run, the 33 of Jeffrey Crosby. There's the 46 of David Overstreet. And David's going to make a move down to the inside, right in front of the 12 of Zach Fritch. Man, that 46, I don't know. Can he get some help? Got to get some help. Oh, 47 all over the place. Richard Kuhn here, folks. Lap 32, coming to lap 33 out of turn number 4, making our way down to the trail. But we're going to stay up front unless something happens in the back. And this is why we're staying up front, because of these drivers just going hammered down. I was going to say something else, but I'm going to keep it PG. Watching some moves trying to be made back here with Peter DeBora, Sean Stevens, Les Levy. I haven't really seen any 3 wide other than the drivers getting around lap cars. That's probably a good thing. Shane Posey up front. Whoa, 46. Got really tight there, really close to the 83 and the 33 as we come across the stripe here and take lap 34. Next time by, white flag for the stage will be in the air. Right now, they're doing very, very good of hanging on to it. The 23, Sebastian Marin. The 62 of Les Levy to his inside. There's the 27 of Sean Stevens, David Booth, Joe Delaventia. We really can't count out anybody, folks. Oh. And the speeds they are reaching here, folks, out of turn number 4. Oh, buddy. Out of 4, door to door, 46. Whoa, and the 83 made contact. Oh, the white flag is in the air for the stage. 47 is up into the wall, no caution. And is Richard Kuhn. Oh, we've got cars off, and here we go. That's it. Caution is out. And I've got the 33 of Jeffrey Crosby as our stage winner here tonight, folks. Let's go back, take a look at what happened. And Andrew Schroeder was involved in this as well. See the stack up. Okay, right there. That's where the 47 got into the wall. Richard Kuhn comes right down. 48, nowhere to go. Andrew Schroeder in the 73 right there as well. Well, that's where Jared got into it, and that is also where Andrew got involved. Well, that is our stage here tonight. Jeffrey Crosby, our stage winner. Congratulations to Jeffrey Crosby here this evening as they catch up to the pace car and go ahead of the pace car. They're going to have to let that pace car get back ahead of them. We'll see here. Where is he at? All right, we'll give it just a second. We'll let them pit here, folks. I have Jeffrey Crosby as our stage winner. That's what I'm going to go with. Oh, take a look here at our stage of winners. Crosby, if it is official, Crosby's name will be added to that list. And I believe Crosby is going to be bringing them all down pit road here, folks. I don't think he'll hold out. I think he will come down. Yes, he is bringing them all down pit road. Pit road is going to be a busy place. One shy away from 15 likes and 17 of you out there. All right, I don't know who won the race off that pit road there. Oh, Sebastian beat Jeffrey off pit road, just barely. Well, let's get our stage winner up here. Jeffrey Crosby, buddy, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, I've got you as our stage winner, and I believe you were up front when that caution came out. So I do believe you have the stage.
That is correct.
So therefore, congratulations. Your name is going to be added to the stage winners. And I know stage points, so important to get. So you are going to maximize on that. But now we got to shoot out to the finish here. Now, of course, everybody wants to win to get that lock in. Well, how confident are you now seeing of what needs to be done?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Like I said earlier, I think this is one of my strong tracks. So just got to stay patient, like I said. Hopefully keep it here in the front for the next 33 laps. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get it done.
Well, we're on lap 37 now, so it'll be 38 here when we cross the stripe, probably 39 when we get the green. Now, Sebastian just barely beat you off pit road, and we know he's fast. Now, of course, it's Daytona. It's a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. But Sebastian is one of those sneaky drivers, so what do you got to do to beat him?
Yeah, Seabass is probably one of the best drivers on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I think here the key is if you can get outside of him, stay on the outside line, have some people here to help you, I think you're going to be able to pass him. It's just got to work out in your favor. He had a terrific pit stop. I think he stopped a little prior, so he didn't have that much gas to fill into his car. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited to race next to him. I feel like me and him always race pretty clean, so pretty excited.
Alrighty, well, man, these bumper hooks tonight are killing it.
Oh my gosh, yes it is.
All right, well, Jeffrey, we're not going to keep you concentration level. Now it's kind of picking up a little bit more, bud. Good luck down there. We'll see what happens, man.
Thank you, man. Hopefully talk to you later.
Yep. All right, we'll get him back down there to his teammate, but it's going to be old Seabass, as Jeffrey called him. Sebastian Marin up front here. He is going to be the driver to get us going here, folks, and we've got a crank it up cam here tonight. I actually found my crank it up cam for Daytona. Had to fix the cameras, but we got that all figured out. So here we go. We'll give it a couple of laps here before we do that. Oh, Seabass up front. Up 38, it'll be 39 when they get the green. 31 to go. Here we go. Pace car is off. Seabass is on the loud pedal as well as everybody else, and the green is out. Here we go. Back right away after the stage for the final stint of the OP Super Speedway Grand National Series here, race 5 at the Legacy, the old Daytona, a bumpy Daytona, sponsored by, of course, Crosby Motorsports, presented by Butt Kicker, and brought to you by MaxspeedTV. As boy, we've got some crazy action here up front with Marin and Deborah. Oh, buddy, this is going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm going to give it a few laps here, or a lap, and at 33, Jeffrey's already been in a couple of those bumper hooks. I don't know if he really wants to be that close, but he is, man, he is pushing the daylights out of that 40 of Peter Deborah. And Peter is going to lead that lap here tonight, folks. All right, well, let's do it here this evening. One lap down. I think these guys got it under control. Well, if they don't, we'll try it again. Here we go, folks. Let's crank it up here tonight. What? That's all I got. Well, let's crank it up here tonight on MaxspeedTV. everybody enjoyed the Crank It Up cam there. Couple of laps. Lap 42, hitting lap 43 here tonight. Let's kind of sort of go through the field here. I know there's a lot of side-by-side going on, but we got Crosby, DeBora, Booth, Marin, Neagles, Milam, DaVinci, Fritch, Levy, Stevens, Overstreet, Posey, Laurie, Brian Ludlow, Jared Forbes, Frank Peacock, and Mark Mann up here in this pack here tonight, the front pack. Andy Berganti leading a couple of drivers here in this second pack, I guess we'll call it. Andy Berganti, Jimmy Reynolds, Anthony English, and Richard Kuhn here. Going back just a bit further, not too far back, J.D. Crow, Brian Wayne, and then looks like there was another one there. That's the 55 of Dean Wilkinson and the 03 of Ken McCullough. Both of these gentlemen a couple of laps down. Ken is 4 laps down. Dean is 2 laps down. Zachary Workman behind the 88 of Gabe Butler, and BK Anderson is the last driver on the lead lap back here in 26th after starting 9th. Man, all right, here we go. Back up to the front. Check it out. It right here. How about we, I know we did a Crank It Up, but man, there ain't nothing like doing a cockpit or a right nose, and I think the right nose is we're going to do here is, well, the right front, I should say. We're going to go on the suspension here of Les Levy and kind of move the camera around here a little bit for everybody, but right front of Les Levy, just to give you guys an idea of how close they get. Les ain't pushing it right now, I don't believe. I like the sign on the back of the 052 there of Joe DeLavencia. Follow me to the high side. I don't believe he's talking about the high side of the track there, folks. Just use your imagination. I'll just go with that. And there's the 6 right there, Cody Neagles. And the 12, and it's Zach Fritch. And they are getting awfully squirrely. We can see it. It looks like everybody of the 13 votes, everybody voted for a 5th different winner tonight. Okay. I mean, it's possible. It is very well possible that we could definitely have a 5th different winner. Still got a ways to go. They have been out here, though, at about 10 laps, so we are about 5 to 6 laps to that fuel window. Now, tires, not really a problem. I mean, they are here at this old track because, man, this track, this old Daytona, if everybody's ever experienced this track on iRacing, this track does use a little bit more tires than the new Daytona, so they do have to be wary of the tires. And, of course, they don't run like 70% fuel or 75% fuel. These guys run 45% fuel. That's about 8-9 gallons of fuel. That's why the pit stops are so short. But they do only run 70 laps, so, and they do get one stage. So that does kind of throw a dinger into things. But, man, it does make it interesting. That is for sure. Boy, that 23 of Sebastian Marin pushing the daylights right now of that 33. Man, I wouldn't count out anybody. Honestly, I wouldn't even count out Dean Wilkinson, Robert Bob Lacavara, who's actually running up here in this top field, this front pack. He's 4 laps down. But if he gets the timing right and the cautions right, Bob, Dean, Ken, they'll all be back on the lead lap. Ken is coming down pit road here. Lap 49 here, folks. Next time by will be lap 50. Next time it'll be 20 to go. It's going to be interesting to see actually when these drivers do come down pit road. They've been out here 12, anywhere between 13, 11, 12 laps. They've got a battle, though. David Booth now out to the outside. There's the 6 of Cody Neagles. I think Cody was trying to push him up past that 33 to allow that 77 to drop it down, but that 77 of David Booth did not. Let's see who leads this lap here. That is going to be the 33 by a nose. And I'm talking about like alfalfa hair type. Somebody seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. Little Rascals, I believe it is. No copyright infringement intended. But it was that close. Man, lap number 50 here. Next time by, 20 to go. I'm kind of interested to see who's going to come down pit road here. That's what I'm interested. Yeah, the outside line will not be able to come down. I mean, they're kind of stuck out there on the outside line. And it doesn't look like anybody up front's coming down. Anybody in the back going to decide to drop it down pit road? Does not look like it. Not that I can see. So let's get back up to the front here, folks. With 20 to go already. 10:03 Eastern, 9:03 Central. Been one heck of a race, that's for sure. And we ain't done yet. All right. All right, the 77 of David Booth got that lap. That is going to push it there with the 19 to go. Man, are they banking on a caution here or what? I mean, ain't nobody moving at all. Everybody on the outside. Everybody, you know, they're on the inside. They're side by side. I don't understand what they're doing here, to be honest. That's 77. If he wanted to, he could drop it back down. I think the 33 of Jeffrey Crosby, though, he's going to stay where he is at with the 23 of Sebastian Marin. That inside line, though, comes down pit road. We're going to see probably a lot of drivers on that inside dart down as well. And, of course, we'll leave that outside line hanging. They'll have to come down the next time by 18 to go. Well, this is going to actually put them now within that window of making it. They've been out here 16, 15, 17 laps. I believe if they was to pit now, they would be A-OK for regulation. I don't think they'll be okay for a green-white checkered if it came down to it, and they do have those. I do believe they get 3. Get rid of that stage there. Oh, here we go. We got pit stops. Got them coming down as soon as I can catch up to them. Josh Mila, Mark Mann, Shane Posey, Brian Ludlow, Frank Peacock, Jimmy Reynolds, Anthony English, all down pit road for what it would appear to be their final time. We'll see. Back up to the front here. On the back stretch here, we're going to see here when the next group comes down. I'm assuming it'll be some of them from the inside. Heck, it might be all of them for all I know. But out of turn number 4 we go. Who is going to dart down here? Well, that is going to be David Booth darting down. The 23 locking it down. Did he get it locked down in time? Whoa, buddy. Pit road's busy again. Let's check it out. Eric Laurie, Peter DeBora down pit road. Sebastian Marin, Joe Delaventia, David Booth, Les Levy, David Overstreet, Jared Forbes, Oh, and Andy looks like he had to back up. And Brian Wayne also going to be off the way here, folks. So, back up here, who I've got in second, Cody Neagles. Now Cody is going to take over the lead as ATVO does update. I imagine this group will be coming down this time. I don't think they'll stay out. Yeah, they are coming down. Cody, Zach, Jeffrey, JD Crow, and boy, we almost had an incident on pit road there, folks. Sean Stevens is down, and Richard Kuhn is down as well as Bob here. Bob Lacavara. I know him by Bob, but he's down as well. So, he can make it back around here. That'll put Joe Delaventia in the lead here as the 04 man. Mark Mann is on rails right now by himself. He's to the inside. Mark Mann trying to take over the lead here, but the 052 not technically in the lead. Cody Neagles is. They are going to be coming screaming around here to the leaders here pretty quickly. We'll keep an eye on it. There's Cody and company coming back out onto the racetrack. They are not up to speed yet, but Joe Delaventia and company is, and they are going to run down the 27 and the 5. They are going to try now to make their way around our leader, Cody, Jeffrey, and Zach. That outside line is flying right now. I think Joe is going to have it. Yes, Joe Delaventia is our new leader officially, and he is going to lead his very first lap here tonight, as we have just hit that 14 to go mark here tonight, and they are going to be coming up on a lap car here, so something's going to have to give. That is the 73 of Jared Forbes. Now, he was not a lap down until now. He just went a lap down. He needs to get back in line and hope there's a caution that's in his favor and not in anybody else's. Because if he does get involved in it, he will not get that lucky pass to get back on the lead lap. So he's going to have to be careful, of course. Now, on the resets here tonight, they only get one reset for this league. With 20 watching and 15 likes, can we hit 20 likes here tonight? Coming down to the wire for the OP Super Speedway Grand National Series. Still got 13 laps to go. Anything definitely can happen. Big question is, will it happen? Knock on wood. Let's hope it doesn't. But we've already seen how the bumpers are playing a factor here tonight. Several different bumper hooks, and even that 33 of Jeffrey Crosby knows all about that. Oh, it's not on purpose, but man, you're riding so close to one another. The slightest move made. Ugh. Yo! 052 hanging on to the outside, and even Jeff, going back to Jeffrey here, he said that outside line is key. Well, Peter DeBora, he's making it work, but man, that 052 of Joe, he is fighting hard on that inside. See what that 40 can do here this time by. At the stripe, it's going to be the 40 by nose, I do believe. Joe got him a lap lead, but I believe Peter got that one like a swig of the bumper there. And here they're going to be coming up on the 11 over Robert Bob Lacavara. It's on the backstretch here, so they should be able to get around. Well, they're going to be coming up on several lap cars here. Oh, so going into 3 might be a problem. We'll see here. Let's get back up here on the 40 of Peter DeBora. That is the 071 and the 46. Gonna have to be careful 3 wide here as they come around these lap cars. Oh man, this is where it gets hairy. Oh, still 3 wide as they still are making their way around the 071. It is Eric Laurie who is now a lap down. Now Eric is waiting on and wanting another caution. He is wanting to get back out on the lead lap. Now Eric has not used his reset yet, so he is good to go. We've got 10 to go. Now they're going to be coming up on another driver here. And see if I can find out who that is. That is the 11 here. That is the 44 of Anthony English, who just went another lap down. I still wouldn't count. Oh, they're getting awfully squirrely up here. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. We'll go ahead and say it. That's 052 of Joe. Oh, he wiggled. Mark Mann has got a lap under his belt. He's going to pick up a bonus point. And we are under 10 to go here, folks. It is gonna get insane. I mean, it's already been insane. Go ahead and take a look here. Now we've had a couple of cautions here, folks. We did have the stage as well. We've got 7 for about 7 laps. Laps to go, 9 of course. Man, we got action here. Wow. Whoa, here we go. This is not gonna be good. Oh, as we was just taking a look at that here. Oh, no. Jeffrey Crosby. What happened? We seen it, but we were going through the caution numbers, and we kind of missed it, so to speak. Oh, 40 got out of whack there. And I think, yep, here we go again. So the 40 gets out of whack here for some oddball reason. Did he get bumped? That is going to be the thing. Did he get bumped? I don't know if he got bumped or just lost it. However, the 052 kind of trying to dodge it. A little bit of a break-up, check-up there. The 25 almost got into the back. 33 moves up, and here we go. The 82, I believe that is. No, that is the 62. That left front of the 62. And that right rear, the 33. It was right there on from there. Nowhere to go for the 27. Wrong place, wrong time. Gonna get caught up in this. Man, that 33 hit the wall hard. And boy, that 62 goes for a ride. We're gonna have to get on him here, folks, and go for that ride with him. Oh, yep, and you know how we do it, folks. We do it cockpit style. A little bit of disclaimer. If you get motion sickness, yes, do not watch. And if you are in VR, definitely close your eyes, because this 62 machine right here, he just went for a ride and a half like a rocket, and had just nowhere to go right there. And bam, yep, over the topsy-turvy he went. Does he land on all 4s though? Well, he does land on all 4s. It looks like he is going to be able to get going, but ow, what a ride for that 62 machine. And I believe he did use his reset. Yes, he did. So he's going to be back out here on the racetrack. Well, with 7 to go here, folks, I'm not going to interview anybody. But I will say that 7 to go. It'll be 6 to go next time. Probably around 4 or 5 to go when they get the green, something like that. Not necessary. I'm not sure. I don't know if they're on the 2 to go right now. Well, Go Delaventia taking his car behind the wall. Robert Bob Lacavara also behind the wall. Ken McCullough, Andrew Schroeder, and Ernie Williams Jr. We have lost 5 drivers here out of the most of the 70 laps we have run here, and it's getting down to the wire. Okay, so this is going to be the one to go. All right, well, that's going to put Shane Posey and Cody Neagles up front here. Do we have any teammates up here working together? I got to see. So where is Shane Posey? Now, I see Cody Neagles' teammate is Sebastian Marin. That is the 23. Now, Cody is the 6 on the inside. The 23 is on the outside. So, that could be something interesting. JD Crow is in the 5. He is also a teammate to that 6 of Cody Neagles. The 04 of Mark Mann, that is in between the 6 and the 5, is part of Alliance Motorsports. This is definitely going to be interesting. Does Mark have any teammates up here running? And let me see here. Let's see. Milam. Where is Milam at? Oh, Milam sitting on pit road. Ouch. Where's Jimmy at? Jimmy Reynolds. Now, Jimmy's sitting back here in 10th. Huh. Well, this is definitely going to be interesting here, folks. That is for sure. Race car dives off to the safety of pit road. Shane Posey and Cody Neagles. Here we go. Loud pedal and the green. That's 6 of Cody Neagles. Good start. That inside line did kind of take off there. That outside line did not. Not entirely sure exactly what happened to the outside line. Now, I know that 6 of Cody. He is definitely wanting that 23 of Sebastian Marin as the 6 of the 83 get really close there. Cody Neagles, here we go. We're going to have our first 3 wide here. Yes, we are. 3 wide here at Daytona as the 04 goes to the inside. Here comes the 5 of JD Crow to the inside. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Oh, buddy. Oh, man, this is going to get a little hairy. Oh, this is... Hang on to it, guys. Hang on to it. Oh, man. All right, the 23 of Marin up front. Got in front of Shane Posey here. Oh, and the 23. Here we go. The big one at Daytona. Now the question is, who was not involved in this? That's going to be the question. Here we go, folks. Let's take a look at it here. We're going to set it up for a green-white checkered attempt, and we're going to see the 83. Yep, right there, that dreadful bumper hook. That has been the case all night long here, folks, is that gum bumper hook. 83 comes low, 23 right there, bumper, and there's the hook. The 23 goes sideways, and it's a kind of a checkup from there on back. The 83, the 6, they get involved, and yeah, it's kind of on from there. We'll stay on Sebastian Marin here real quick, see kind of who else was involved in this. Several. The 88. The 70. I can't see if that's the 73 or the 77. Yeah, and it was kind of the big one here. Calamity. Yeah, and man, Sebastian takes another hit there by the 46. Oh. Well, okay. Well, EWC attempt here. I do believe they get 3 attempts at it, so go ahead and put GWC attempt 1 of 3 up there at the top left. Peter DeBora, Mark Mann, Brian Wang, Zachary Workman, David Booth rounding out our top 5. I don't see anybody coming down pit road here. Whoa, David Booth coming down pit road. Okay, okay. And this is definitely going to be an interesting call. I think David was involved in that. I could be wrong. All right, GWC attempt 1 of 3. You see everybody on the apron there. What they're doing is they're trying to save fuel, getting everything at a level, getting the gas tank at level and not letting it tip. They'll pull out on the backstretch here. But in the corners, you'll see them go below that yellow line, which it is legal to do. Been out here about 14 laps. They're going to be able to save about a lap and a half here, so they should be okay for this, well, at least 1 GWC attempt. I don't know if they would be good for 2. Nathan Grounds, Kimo Mara, Jeff Crosby Sr., Kel Anderson. Don't know if any of you all are still out there in chat, but got 20 watching, and y'all are the only ones chatting. We're glad to have everybody else out there, nonetheless. Do appreciate the support. All right, here we go. First GWC attempt. All right, the way a GWC works is they'll take their green. There'll be 2 to go. We make it back to the white flag, and it is in the air, and it's there. Well, they'll just race it back to the line. Whatever happens after that happens. If there's a caution before the white flag is in the air, they'll rack them up, stack them up side by side, and do it all over again. They do get 3 attempts at it, so 46 is packing up and heading home. Man, tough break, David. Oh, hate it for you there, buddy. It's Daytona, man. It's just one of those ordeals. You know, as I say it before, and I'll say it again, super speedway racing is a crapshoot. Anything can happen, as we know. And tonight, man, it's been about those dreadful bumper hooks, man. All right, Peter DeBora, who is already locked in to the chase. Up front, pace car is off and away. Here we go. Green is out, the first green-white checkered attempt here tonight. That'll make it 2 to go. Now we got to get around 4 corners and get to the white flag here, folks. $25 of Brian Wang right behind the 40 of Peter DeBora. They are not teammates. Having it in between 3 and 4 here, coming out of turn number 4. Down through the tri-oval. Can we get to the white flag? I believe we are. White flag in the air. That is going to be 1 to go here, folks. So it took 1 GWC to do it. However, we've got Peter DeBoer up there. I want to see if Brian Wayne, 27 of Sean Stevens, is going to try to make a move here. They're wrecking behind him, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. They race it back to the line. Sean Stevens on the outside, trying to get into the chase here with the win out of turn number 4 down to the tri-oval. Who is going to have it? Is it Sean to lock himself, or is it Peter with his second? Sean Stevens wins it here tonight. Wow! What a race! What a finish! Let's get down here to the MaxspeedTV replay. That outside line playing a factor here. At 04, the marked man on the outside pushing the daylights out of the 27 to get him the victory, and coming to the line right there it was. The 27 winning it, Sean Stevens. Peter DeBoer there in second. Mark Mann in third. Brian Wayne gonna grab that 4th spot, and Zachary Workman in 5th. But man, we're gonna watch Sean Stevens here if he's gonna do it. Let's burn it up here, Sean. You gonna burn it up? Nah, he gonna park it right there at the start-finish line, it looks like. Alrighty, folks, hang tight. Let's get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Well, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight on Pit Road. We're going to go ahead and pull up Mr. Mark Mann here this evening. Mark, buddy, man, awesome job out there here tonight. Man, we had a couple of cautions. Of course, we had the stage there. A caution to end the stage, unfortunately. But, man, it was a fight to the finish. Man, talk about the overall racing in these cars, the Xfinity cars, this bumpy track. And, man, I got to say, tonight, if it wasn't for the bumper hooks, I think you guys would have gone caution-free. But, man, those bumper hooks, man, they're horrible.
Oh, yeah. They'll jump up and bite you for sure. I thought it was a good race. I mean, it was a little bit messy there at times, but it's actually one of the cleaner super speedway races I've been in a couple weeks. It seems like every series that has been racing lately has been messy because of bumper hooks and side drafting, and it's just been a little bit strange. I think it has to do with the updates and everybody getting used to racing around each other, but I'll guarantee you as the season progresses, you'll see it get cleaner and cleaner. And kind of a testament to that at the end. So that was cool that we finished like that.
Oh yeah. Well, what was it
Pretty-
like down there? You know, not to change the subject on you, but you know, what was it like down there? You know, this track is not easy. Out of the 3 super speedways, of course, you know, the main 2 is Talladega and Daytona, but you still have here on iRacing the Legacy Daytona. Out of those 3 super speedways, what is the hardest? Is it this one, or is it Dega, or you know, is it the new Daytona?
Oh, I think '08 is the most challenging for sure. I mean, it's bumpy. You got to be on the wheel the entire time. You got to know where people are. If they're getting tight to you, you got to keep it a little bit tighter to the yellow line. And it likes to get loose Alpha 4. It likes to get loose into 2. So there's a lot of variables, but I love '08. I mean, I've been racing '08 for a long time now in OP, and it's a great variable for that rotation. We do run iRacing Super Speedway in the Premier Series on Monday nights, and that gets a little bit dicey. But you know, I like '08. Talladega is one of those races where it doesn't matter where you are, you can still win. You could be in the back and still win. Regular Daytona, I mean, you can get some track position, and 3 wide isn't too hard there. Here, 3 wide's very difficult, and track position means a lot towards the end of these.
Here, 3 wide is just like pucker up and hold on for
Oh,
dear
yeah.
life, you know.
Oh yeah, and you know you're gonna be bouncing off cars, so you just you gotta keep it as tight as possible and make sure you can save that car. That's the biggest thing. Gotta be able to save that car.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, we stay in the Xfinity cars for at least one more race. We do go to the 2.66 mile track for round number 6 at Talladega. Of course, we know 3 wide there is not impossible. It's done.
All night.
So, you know, we got Talladega coming up, bud. You know, awesome first and foremost here, but for third, talk about, you know, Talladega. That track itself is not easy in itself.
It's not. You can either race that, you can be aggressive there, or you can kind of chill out in the back and get your car woed up if you see a wreck in front of you. But it is the track where you can make some runs at the end. You can make things happen. I know 4 wide really isn't that good of an idea there, but it's, you know, it's always possible. It seems like we've been doing it lately. But yeah, I mean, I love Talladega, so bring it on.
Yeah, you guys got to stop this 3 wide stuff here at the Legacy Daytona, because you guys, even as a broadcaster, make me nervous.
Well, I tell you, I was very nervous tonight, and I didn't mean to take Cody Nagel's 3 wide there. I apologize to him for that. But that low lane was coming. It was either block it or go, and
Yeah.
I just had to go.
And what do you do in a situation like that? You know?
Yeah, I mean, my hands were tied there,
Yep.
but I mean, yeah, I had fun.
Man.
I had fun tonight.
That was an awesome race, Mark. It sure was. Man, you know, we could go on and on all night long
Sure.
and talk about the race, but we're not going to. Man, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate an awesome third, man, here tonight? Man, just 2 spots, and you'd have locked yourself in.
Well, I tell you, I've had a very slow start to the season in every single series. I don't know if I've been too cautious or I've just been getting caught up in the wrecks, but yeah, I mean, I'd like to repeat what I did last season and the season before, but I don't know. We got a lot of talent out here, but I want to thank my my colleague and friend Mara for watching the race and everybody else who's watching it, and thank Jimmy Reynolds for running Wednesday nights and you for broadcasting on Max Speed, and you know, all the drivers that come out every Sunday, and all my teammates I ran with tonight.
All right, yeah. I mean, OP does several nights, so
Yeah.
I do, you know, Wednesdays, so
Which is awesome.
yeah, man, and I love it. I love super speedways, and I like the way it changes. You know, you got, you know, you do the trucks for 3 races, and then the Xfinity cars, and then the trucks, and then the Xfinity. So it's a little different every single race. You just never know what to expect.
Yep, for sure.
So, Mark, go celebrate third here tonight, and we will see you next week at Dega, bud.
That sounds good, brother. I'll take it easy.
You too. All right. Well, that was our 3rd place finisher here tonight. We're going to go ahead and jump and grab Mr. Peter DeBora here in that number 40. Peter, bud, got a copy.
10-4, I got you, man.
Well, you know, you are already locked in here, but, you know, you just, you know, you were right there, man, and it was a fight. You was on the inside, Sean was on the outside, but before we get to the end there, man, talk about the racing. Yeah, a few cautions, bumper hooks, dreadful here, but talk about it. We want to hear from you.
So yeah, you mentioned already I was already locked in with the win earlier this season, but that gave me the opportunity to take a few chances on pit strategy. We took that caution at around lap 14 or 15, and it was like right around the edge of where you'd be able to make it. So we were concerned if we were going to be able to make it or not. And I pit, and Jared Forbes 73 pit with me too, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll slow down and let him catch up to me, and then 5 other guys pit right afterwards, and had I not checked up for him, I would have been with that group instead. So I was already worried there. I might be going a lap down, before the end of the stage, and then be racing Jared for the lucky dog and all that stuff. So I was like, all right, this might be a little messy here, but we got another late caution at the end of the stage, and bunched everybody back up. They all took fuel, and we got a couple stage points that we didn't necessarily need, but track position is really important here. As you saw, it took us quite a while before we felt comfortable even attempting 3 wide. And that makes it really tough. It makes it a much bigger traffic jam. Think about when you're on a 2-lane highway versus a 3-lane highway. The 2-lane one doesn't really want to move all that much. And you're not really able to bob and weave and find the faster spot. So once the 3-lane stuff finally started coming to play, I wanted to be up front already. So that wasn't really as scary for me. And a couple good pit strategy calls and taking that earlier stop meant that I had less fuel during the stage break, and I got to come out and line up right behind Sebastian, and we just tried to stay up the front all stage 2.
Yeah, that 3 wide here at this track, man, it's bumpy. The 33 talked about it all night long about the outside line being the preferred line. Well, what was your opinion? Do you think that outside line is where you wanted to be?
Yes and no. On the last stint of the race, yeah, for sure, I'd want to be on the outside. But it's really tough to get to the bottom here if you want to. If you're at the very front on the outside, yeah, you can get to the bottom, you can get clear and get down. But it's if guys are really cutthroat here about not wanting to let people in and want to make sure that they get the pit on the best lap possible. And if you're on the outside, you got to pit a lap later, and that just kind of throw things off. So the outside's definitely better, but I don't know if I'm racing to get there unless there's stage points or race wins on the line. So I felt comfortable on the bottom. Brian was doing an awesome job there. We survived that wreck somehow, and he did not jump up with Sean when that run was coming on the outside. So I felt like it'd be wrong for me to leave him back there too. I knew the 19 behind the 25 also had some damage, so I didn't want to put Brian in a bad spot. And just in case I went up there and threw a block that wasn't perfect, or Sean decided to hit me 3, or Mark decided to go through, I didn't want to ruin anybody else's race either, being locked in already. Like that would feel bad on my part. I know those guys are all racing for their playoff spots. So while I wanted the win, I also wanted to make sure I didn't screw anybody else's chances up.
Oh yeah, definitely so. And you and Sean was up there fighting for the win. Him on the outside, like I said, you on the inside. I would say Mark, man, just gave him that final shove needed. It was close. He did beat you to the line. We did replay.
Oh yeah, and it's really easy on the outside to get to that start finish line too. That bump on the exit of 4 is it's really hard for you as the leader and the guy behind you to hit it exactly the same way.
Oh,
and you always tend to separate a little bit at the exit of turn 4. And Brian had been perfect with me the other 95% of the track, and I probably hit the bump in a weird spot he wasn't expecting because he is top notch at shoving people around here. And he doesn't have that many OP starts, and here he is finishing either 3rd or 4th place there. So that's an incredible average on his end. He's doing great work.
Yeah, he was right there with you guys. But man, we're done with the Legacy Daytona here. Now, awesome race, bumper hooks, man. It was kind of a factor here tonight, but it's super speedway racing. But like I said, man, we go to Talladega next week for the final race here in the Xfinity cars before we get back into the trucks. So, kind of talk about Talladega. What's your thoughts on that? Still having, being locked in. What do you got to do at Dega to help more teammates get into it?
That's the thing. It's just teammates. It's a different monster entirely. It's the opposite of this place. You can go 3 wide there comfortably, 4 wide if the situation calls for it. I wouldn't suggest doing it regularly, but if there's someone checking up on you real quick and it's like, oh, I can clear this guy down the backstretch before I get to the turn, people are going to get desperate, especially as we start running out of races for people to clinch playoff spots. So I wouldn't be surprised, but I think 4 wide there is probably easier than 3 wide is here sometimes. So, we'll see what happens there. I got a handful of guys I really want to get locked in. I know Crosby's got a ton of points. Workman's locked in already. And then my teammates on Monday night, I'd love to get them locked in too. Gabe Butler's already locked in, but let's see if we can get Eric Laurie in there. I know he had some problems there at the start, caught some lucky dogs late. But I want to see if he can get some more points. He ended up with a top 15 tonight, so we'll see if that 071 can get a top 10, top 5, or maybe be in victory lane next week.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, well, I did, before we get to the final thought shout-outs, thanks here, I did ask, had a poll up here in chat about, will we see a 5th different winner here tonight? And everybody voted 100%. Well, guess what? It happened.
They're right. Yeah. I'd vote for the 6th winner next week, too. I think that just... You're not going to see guys who are locked in want to be that desperate to potentially ruin someone else's race. I think that's just kind of the nature of the beast. And the 5 of us who have wins all have teammates that need wins. So I think that's going to be the plan.
Oh, yeah. I think Talladega next week is going to be... It's not only going to be a crapshoot, as we say, but, man, it's going to be all about, okay, you're not locked in. Let's see what we can do to get you in as a teammate. I think teammates next week's going to be huge at a track like Daytona. But Peter, man, awesome job second here tonight. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate second?
No, not really. If I didn't say Zach Fritz's name before, I know he had a good run going there and got caught up in those last couple wrecks. But everybody else there, the teammates I was working with, as well as the ones I run with on Monday nights. And thanks, obviously, to you putting on this, Jimmy Reynolds, for always putting on a great show, and everybody out there watching. It's pretty awesome that we just want to kind of have fun, and you guys think it's cool enough to spectate.
Oh, I don't just spectate, man. I call it as I see it. So.
Yep. Thank you so much, man.
Yep. All right, Peter. We'll see you next week at Nugget.
All right, have a good one.
Yep. All right. Well, folks, that is going to bring us here to our winner. We're going to interview him here a little longer, but, man, Sean Stevens. Awesome job pulling it off. Locked yourself in per the 9 races. Of course, you got to run for the season of the 12 of the regular season. Before we get to the race, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the same thing that I told Peter there, that I asked chat earlier. The first 4 races, 4 different winners. Will we see a 5th different here tonight? 100% yes is what they said. And look what happened. John Stevens, man, 5th different winner, man. What do you got to say about that?
Well, what a race. I got to give this one to Mark because he pushed me. I just kept it straight and held on and let him do all the work because he pushed me straight to the front.
Well, yeah, he did, man. Let's talk about it real quick. A couple of cautions, stage caution, of course, that, of course, ended with a caution, but, talk about it. Yeah, what was going on down there? How hard was it for you? How easy was it for you? Man, we want to hear it from you.
It was difficult for me, with Sebastian and Gabe starting in the pits. I started up on, up front row with Jeff, and I tried to keep it there, and I just could not keep it up front. I just kept getting pushed back. Then I think we had 10 laps to go, and I got caught up on that wreck. So I had to use my fast repair. And then that next caution, I don't know how I made it through that wreck, but I made it through there and got up, close to the front. And from there, on that green flag, I looked and I seen Mark had some damaged car behind him. I was like, well, I don't know if that lane's going to go. So the inside lane took off. I didn't see anybody jump up in front of Mark. So I said, I'll give it a shot. And lo and behold, there we go.
Well, coming down to the wire, it did take one green-white checker to do it. Talk about it, coming down to the wire, we had that caution to set up that green-white checkered attempt. And, Mark Mann is right behind you. He had a choice. Either push you, give you the shot to win, or him jump out and try to take it 3 wide and also go for the win. What was your mindset? You're on the outside. Peter's on the inside. Well, what was you thinking?
I know Mark was back here and I knew he was going to have a run, because I kind of jumped out kind of early, but I just kept looking to see. I thought for sure he might have split me, but he didn't. He stayed behind me. So I just kept it as close as I can to the inside lane, and still give him room. And I knew I had a tall order to get around Peter, but we did it.
Yeah, Mark gave you that final shove there to get you across the stripe to lock yourself into the chase per the 9 races, of course. And I'm sure we're going to see you throughout the season, correct?
Oh yeah, every chance I get. Yep.
Yeah, man, awesome job here in that Wow Video Tours. Can I ask what that's about?
Yeah, I'm a real estate agent. For my job, but
Okay.
I also take pictures for Wow. So I take real estate pictures. So that's the company. I asked if I can use their branding and stuff. They said, "Yeah, go ahead."
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what that's about.
So real estate. I was thinking more of like severe storms, but okay. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
no, you're good.
But okay, well, Wow Video Tours 27. Sean Stevens here winning it here tonight. But man, we're not done yet. You know, we've got a lot of races left, but you're locked in. You're good to go. But we do go to Talladega next week, man. Talk about it. That track, produces 3 wide action, and man, when it goes 4 wide, it gets a little hairy, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, I love that track. Like you said, you can go 4 wide, and and if everybody can hold a line, sometimes you can do 5 wide. But
I don't even want to
I,
go 5 wide. I might lose myself over that one.
yep. But I love that track, and I can't wait to get there.
All right. Well, what to expect? 70 laps. Of course, the stage still the same. Do you expect some teammates, more there than here at the old Daytona?
Yeah, I mean, teammates do play a part, at any super speedway track, but you know who you can work with and who you can't work with,
Yeah.
and you just have to play that game and roll the dice and see where it goes.
All righty, Sean. Well, man, I gotta say, for myself, man, awesome job here tonight, locking yourself in. 5 races down of 5 different winners. Before we get to final thoughts, shout outs, thanks. Do you think we might have a 6th the next week, or do you think, one of the 5 that has won in the past might win it there?
I say we can see a 6th one, just because of the competition. I think we'll see a 6th one.
Oh, so you're going off of what Peter said. I got you. He said the same thing. So, man. Well, Sean, man, awesome job. Final thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate, your first victory here, and of course, locking yourself into the chase.
Yep, Josh, give you a shout out, and you and MaxspeedTV for broadcasting. Of course, everybody that watches every Wednesday for us. Shout out to my wife for letting me do this, my teammates at Buck Wild Racing, and finally give a big shout out to Mark Mann for pushing me to the win tonight.
All righty. Well, Sean, again, awesome job. First win of the season, locking yourself in. Man, I don't know what else to say other than congratulations, and I guess we'll see you next week at Dega, bud.
Yep, we'll see you, Josh. Thanks.
Thank you. Alrighty, folks. Well, that is our winner, Sean Stevens here. What a race here tonight. It was an awesome, awesome race. But let's get down here to the unofficial results, pending the admin stuff they have to do here. Sean Stevens grabbing the win. His first win here this season, locking himself into the chase. Peter DeBoer already locked in. However, he will finish in that second spot. Mark Mann actually helped Sean Stevens to grab the victory, giving him that final shove just to get him across the stripe. Mark Mann will finish in third. Brian Wayne in fourth. Rounding out our top 5, Zachary Workman. Gabe Butler in 6th. Sebastian Marin also locked in 7th. Richard Kuhn in 8th. Les Levy 9th. And Jimmy Reynolds rounding out our top 10. Awesome job by Jimmy. Frank Peacock there in 11th. David Booth in 12th. Andy Brigante 13th. BK Anderson 14th. Eric Laurie. Tough break for Eric here. Awesome car, but just got caught up in some stuff. And, well, he grabbed the top 15. So 15th for Eric Laurie. Brian Ludlow in 16th. Zach Fritz in 17th. Cody Niegels in 18th. JD Crow in 19th. And rounding out our top 20, of course, another driver. Tough break for that 33 of Jeffrey Crosby. I mean, he was running up front, just got caught up in some stuff. Man, tough break for Jeffrey as well. Dean Wilkinson, 21st. Anthony English, 22nd. Shane Posey, 23rd. David Overstreet took his car behind the wall early. We seen him in chat here. And looks like he's still in chat. Well, that was That was a minute ago. He hasn't talked yet, but he'll finish in that 24th spot. Joe Delavencia, 25th. Jared Forbes, 26th. Robert Bob Lacavara, 27th. Josh Milam, 28th. And Ken McCullough, 29th. And Andrew Schroeder in 30th. Ernie Williams Jr., 31st. Dave Hunt, 32nd. That will round out the unofficial results. But again, congratulations goes to Sean Stevens here tonight. Man, what a race. Loved every bit of it. But, man, we're done here tonight for the OP Super Speedway Grand National Series Race 5 here at Daytona, the Legacy Daytona. Sponsored by, of course, Crosby Motorsports. And by Butt Kicker. Big shout out to Butt Kicker as well. And brought to you by here at MaxspeedTV. But thank you all for tuning in. 17 likes here tonight. Thank you all for the support. Talladega next week for round number 6. You don't want to miss it. Same time, same place. Until then, stay safe, folks. And have a good night.